exerted on such a type of curved vane, unsymmetrically curved vane. So before that we will see some of the assumptions regarding this derivation. Assumption is very simple one. The only assumption is that the relative velocity Vr1 is equal to Vr2. Already we have seen that thing when the surface, this surface is frictionless. When we have frictionless surface. Now because of this frictionless surface, the mass flow rate will be like this. M dot is equal to rho a Vr1 is equal to rho a Vr2, because this is a open kind of system. If we consider this dotted line as if a control volume Cv or such a type of control volume, if it is open system, as it is open system and it is steady flow system. If it is so, then this mass flow rate at inlet is equal to mass flow rate at outlet. This condition will be satisfied. Now we will see the force exerted Fn. Fn stands for what? Basically normal force. So normal force causes because of, first of all we will write that equation. Fn is equal to m dot v1x minus v2x. Now these v1x and v2x are nothing but force along x direction. Normal force is basically this force. Fn in general it has to be considered as Fx. So we will write that Fn is equal to Fx is equal to m dot v1x minus v2x. So v1x and v2x in this case are these components of velocity. This is absolute velocity v1. It has the component of velocity in x direction is vw1, as if vw1 in this direction, so it has to be considered as positive. Now vw2 is in exactly opposite direction. This one is vw2, which is the component of v2. v2 is absolute jet velocity and vw2 is whole component. So vw2, and we have to consider here negative sign as if it is moving in this direction, which is negative to that of your positive x. So rearranging that equation, or if we are going to put all these values in this equation from this and this, Fx or Fn will be like this: rho a Vr1 in bracket Vw1 minus of minus Vw2 bracket complete. So rho a Vr1 Vw1 plus Vw2. So this will be a kind of force that is what we call as a normal force. So if we put these values in this equation of force, this will appear like this. And as if we all know that mass flow rate is Va Vr1, we have put it that particular value in this equation here as a mass flow rate, and Vw1 this one, Vw2 this one, this minus sign, and we are getting this particular equation of normal force, the force exerted in x direction. Now this condition is when beta is less than 90 degree. You can see this is beta and this beta is less than 90 degree. So whenever such a type of condition will occur, force will be like this. But if this u is larger one, u is what we call as the blade velocity. If the blade velocity is more, then because of this blade velocity, what will happen, that diagram will changes like this. This will become u, which is larger one, and this v2, that is what we call as the absolute jet. Because of this forward momentum, earlier I have told you that v2 changes its deviation from vr2 to v2 because of the reason that this vane is moving in forward direction. I have given you the example of train. We are escaping from the train, and while the train is moving, at that time we are supposed to go in the direction same as that of your train. So in this case, if the train velocity, we will take this particular thing as a train, if train velocity is more, then what will happen, the probability that we tend to move with the train is more. Obviously there is a kind of thing of forward momentum. So when this u is very high, at that time this v2 follows this path and this will become vw2. So with the help of red sketch pen, I have drawn the modified diagram, and this will become a kind of beta. That beta is greater than 90 degree. You can observe here, this beta is greater than 90 degree. Then what will happen, the Fn is equal to rho a vr1 into vw1. Now here, this instead of minus vw2, if beta is greater than 90 degree, which having the same direction to that of vw1 and vw2 have same direction. So because of that reason, what will happen, here you will have this positive vw2. If we are going to put that value in this equation, you will get, so beta is greater than 90 degree. At that time Fn will be like this, rho a vr1 in bracket vw1 minus vw2, because there is no any type of sign change. The sign of vw2 is similar to that of your vw1 as if their directions are same. Because of that reason, what will happen, vw1 minus vw2 will be appear. So this equation of force is considered when beta is greater than 90 degrees. So here we have these two conditions. So this is all about related to the force exerted, normal force exerted on a moving surface. That surface is unsymmetrically curved surface. Now work done will be like this. Work done is equal to force into displacement. So here the force is normal force Fn into the displacement is u. So this equation will be like this. This we will take first condition related to that of your force exerted Fn is equal to rho a vr1 in bracket vw1 plus vw2 into u is nothing but what we call as a work done. In actual practices, this work done is nothing but rate of work done. How? Let's say this thing. This whole quantity is, or let us consider this particular part in this equation only. Force is in Newton, velocity is in meter per second. So it will be like this, joule per second, because Newton meter is nothing but joule, or it has to be considered as joule per second is to be considered as watt. So this is what we call as the rate of work done, and that rate of work done is appearing like this. One more thing, that if we have to write down this work done in form of absolute jet velocity. So if we consider absolute jet velocities at inlet and outlet, it will be like this. WD, that is what we call as work done, 1/2 in bracket v1 square minus v2 square into m dot. So this is what we call as basically total work done in form of absolute jet velocity. So efficiency will be is equal to work done divided by kinetic energy. So it can be written as work done is equal to basically rho A VR1 in bracket VW1 plus VW2 into U divided by 1/2 rho A. Now that particular thing related to that of your velocity is V1 cube. So rearranging rho A get cancelled out, and rearranging that equation we will have 2 into VR1 in bracket VW1 plus VW2 into U divided by V1 cube. So this is what we call the efficiency of that particular jet if it is striking a flat unsymmetrically curved surface and the jet is entering into that particular curved surface tangentially. Thank you.